this mood board was more targeted towards already existing art styles within streetwear and streetwear products. Then I looked at the process of screen printing. I was just looking at the history behind it and what it's used for, and just a general overview of the technique. With this design, I kind of killed two birds with one stone. This was my screen print design, but I also used the title Psyched as my streetwear brand name. So, and this was based off multiple art styles that I'd been researching, such as psychedelic art and illustration art. It was kind of a merge of the two. So that's my screen print design. This was a development page for making my screen print design, just again looking at the influences and inspiration behind it and the actual process of making it. With this design, this was showcasing off my brand name, but also showcasing an effect that I had learnt on Photoshop. This sort of realistic kind of horizon chrome look, which I thought the outcome was really good. Again, this is just a development page on how I made it. And then got to a point in the project where we took a break and then reflected on the progress we've made and where we were going to go next with it. Just looking at new possible ideas. So yeah. Then I made some mock-ups using my screen print design on a white t-shirt. And then I made a contact sheet for my screen printing trip that I went on with school. Just used different surfaces and textures such as fabrics, papers, used paint as well, made different designs, just trying and seeing what worked and what didn't. And next, this is the screen printing trip we went on. We visited a studio in Stoke-on-Trent who specialise in professional screen printing, and it was a really benefited from the trip, as you know, learning the process of screen printing and making my designs was really good for my project and developing. These were my outcomes. This is a contact sheet of my outcomes from the screen printing trip. Obviously got some good ones and some not so good ones, but again, that's just part of the process. You know, some things work, some don't. And here we have my intention statement, where I talked about where I stated what I was going to do next with my project, what ideas I had and what direction I was taking it. Basically, I was just saying how I want to create a full brand with, you know, products such as t-shirts and hoodies, you know, but also focus a bit more on the promotional side, such as advertisement and photo shoots and things like that, just to kind of broaden my my ideas and the possibilities. This was an art style research that I was looking at, similar to my Psyched screen print design, just looking at the psychedelic illustration art style. This was another mood board, just looking at already existing clothing brands that I thought related to my project. This was another mind map, just again looking at different brands and different designs and different kind of themes to go down, just further development. And then I have a Supreme case study where I looked at Supreme and the history behind it and what message they were trying to spread. Again, another streetwear brand, Hobo Jack, that I made a case study on, just looking at the different messages behind a brand and what styles they use and what techniques they use, which was interesting. Then I was looking at different movements that I could use for my project, such as the skater movement, and skate culture. how that has a big influence on streetwear brands. Then we have a contact sheet / collage sheet of my sketches and primary sources for my media trials and further development. And then here we have on the right hand side we have a mood board and contact sheet again of just already existing designs that I could use to inspire for my media trials. This was my first media trial, you know, very similar to the designs I just showed previously. This style appealed to me because it's quite prevalent amongst streetwear brands and streetwear designs. So yeah, I also produced another